Good morning, my dear students. So let's start our history lecture. So students, in our previous lecture, we already started our history first chapter, that is sources of history. So before going further, we'll just revise what we had learned in our previous lecture. So in that lecture we learned about what is history, that history gives us chronological, that means sequential, scientific and a systematic account of past events. As I told you, history is related to past events. Then we learn about the four factors which is very important, four pillars which is very important in history. Which are these four factors? Place, time, individuals and society. These four factors, these four pillars are very important in the viewpoint of history. History is based on these pillars. Without this pillar, history is impossible. We cannot write history. We cannot understand history without these four pillars. So history is based on these four pillars. Which are these four pillars? Time, place, society and individuals. History is also must be based on evidence and proofs. History must be based on authentic evidence and proofs. History किस पे डिपेंड है, बेस्ड है proofs, that means सबूत. And these proofs, these evidence, these authentic evidence are known as sources of history. All of you understood? Then we learn about these three types of sources. How many types of sources will? Three types of sources. First one, material sources, then written sources, and third one, oral sources. How many types of sources are there? Three types of sources of history. First, written sources, material sources, written sources and oral sources. So we have to consider many factors related to this historical event, or it is necessary, it is very important, it is very necessary to support our study with historical, with these sources, with these historical sources, with these three types of sources, and these sources have been verified and checked whether it is fake or real. So in that we had learned about first one, material sources. So what we learn, what is material sources? Material sources are the sources which are something which inform us about हिस्ट्री. ऐसा कुछ जिसमें हमें हिस्ट्री के बारे में पता चलता है. दैट आर समथिंग विच इन्फॉर्म अस अबाउट हिस्ट्री at the most basic level and used as a proofs or a evidence. As I told you, history must be based on proofs and evidence. So used as a proofs and evidence in order to study history. That is material sources. Understood the meaning? Then we learn about various examples of material sources. First we understand, first one is fort. Fort is one of the most important example of material sources. Different major types of forts, hill forts, then sea forts, all types of forts, forest forts. Then another example of material sources is monuments like samadhis, veeragala, graves. Then buildings, all types of buildings including palaces, ministerial mansions, then queen's quarters, common people houses. These all are the example of material sources. Then coin is also the example of material sources. Coins made by different metals like copper, silver, gold are the important sources of history. Then inscriptions which is carved on Brihadishwara temple in Tanjavur. Then inscription is considered to be a very important and reliable source of history which helps to understand the features like languages and script and social life of people during that period. And also the copper plates. These all are the example of material sources. All of you understood about material sources? Material sources are that are something which helps to understand, which helps to inform us about history and used as a proofs and evidence at the most basic level. Forts, buildings, coins, copper plates, inscriptions, these all are the example of material sources. All of you understood about material sources? Second, we learn about written sources. दूसरा सेकेंड हमने कौन सा लर्न किया? रिटर्न सोर्सेस. रिटर्न सोर्सेस मीन्स व्हाट? रिटर्न सोर्सेस आर द सोर्सेस that are available in any written form, in any kind of language. There are different languages, so the sources which are in a written form, which are available in a written form in a different writing styles like Devanagari, Persian, Modi, Arabic, any kind of languages is known as written sources. So with the help of these sources, with the help of these written sources, we can collect the information about food items, attire, conventions and rules of conduct of the people, their get up, festivals and about the people's life during that period. From this, with the help of these written sources, these are known as written sources. The sources which are available in a written form are known as written sources. In any writing style, any language, Devanagari, Persian, Modi, Arabic, any kind of language are known as written sources. Then we learn that in that period, in that medieval period, during that period, many travelers who came to India and they mentioned their travelodious accounts of their travels. वो लोग जो ट्रैवल करके आते थे फॉरेनर्स, वो अपना ट्रैवलोजियस और अकाउंट्स लिख के रखते थे. दे हैव रिटन ट्रैवलोजियस और अकाउंट्स ऑफ देयर travelers. Who are these travelers? Evan Biruni, Abian Batuta, Niccolò Manusi. These all are the foreigners who mentioned they have written the travelodious of the travel. Then we also learn about this Tawarik and what is Tawarik and what is Tarik. Tawarik or Tarik means sequence of events. Tawarik or Tarik means what? Sequence of events. And this Tarik written by Evan Biruni, Ziauddin Barani, Maulana Ahmad and Yahya bin Ahmad, Mirza Haidar, Bhimsen Saxena. All these have written the Tawarik or Tarik, which means sequence of event. All of you understood? Okay. Next we learn about Bhakar. What is Bhakar? Bhakar is originated in Maharashtra. Chronicles help us to understand the aspects like contemporary political happenings, linguistic transactions, their cultural life, their social life. Many of the chronicles in Marathi language were written many years after that events had occurred, and there has been hearsay. Some of these chronicles are मैकावंताची भाकर, सभ्यसात भाकर, चित्तेसांची भाकर, भाऊसाहेबांची भाकर, etc. And these works of contemporary, these all works of contemporary written by Western historians like Robert MC Springle, Grand Duff, etc. All of you understood these two types of sources, material and written sources. Okay. Now let's move further. Third one is oral sources. Third one is oral sources. Now let us understand what is oral sources. Oral sources. Oral means word to word. Oral sources means information. Knowledge is passed by word of mouth only, not in a written form, not in a particular material kept. Oral sources means information or a knowledge which is passed by mouth to mouth or a word of mouth. For example, meetings, interviews, visits, telephone conversations, video phone. In telephone conversation we are just talking with each other, not in a written form or not any kind of material form. So this is the oral communication. So telephone conversation is also the example of oral sources. We understand various aspects of folk life through folk literature. Folk literature means what? Stories which is passed from generation to generation. जनरेशन से पास होते आ रही है. Stories passed down from generation to generation or traditionally passed from generation to generation. Most of the time the author of these stories are unknown. For example, ovis, folk songs, povadas, folk tales. Folk tales means what, students? Again, stories or short stories originated in a particular culture, that is folk tales. Then legends, myths, these all are the example of oral sources. You can see the examples. Oral sources, abhangas, povadas, legends, myths, folk songs. These all are the example of oral sources, and such type of sources are known as oral sources. Oral sources means what, students? Oral sources are the sources means information which is passed from word of mouth. Understood? Next is, students, history is written with the help of the types of sources. The history is written with the help of these sources, these type of sources. We learn that history based on proofs and evidence, and these proofs and evidence are known as sources of history. So history is based on these depend on these sources of history even after it has been written down. With the help of these sources of history, history has to be rewritten. फिर से लिखी जा सकती है accordingly. We can see that history books, we can see how history books, and those of our parents, grandparents, and refer to a certain, they understand, our grandparents and great grandparents know the history very well. Understood, students? And the last one is evaluating the sources of history. Evaluate karna, research karna. So it is very important, it is very necessary to take certain precautions, certain care while before using these sources of history. We have to take historians have to take care, proper precautions while before using these sources of history. We have to examine, we have to check whether these sources are fake or a real authenticity of their authenticity, that we have to check whether these sources are genuine or a fake. Their quality can be checked, the quality can be determined with the help of internal standards. How the quality checked? With the help of internal standards. We also have to study the integrity and of the writer who wrote the history, that of that writer we have to check their integrity, their personal interest, the period in which they live, the writers, we have to check all the details about the writers who wrote the history. It is very also important to see whether they relate on the hearsay or give any eyewitness accounts. We need to consider the exaggerations, metaphors, and other literary devices they use. So, after collecting the information, after verifying the information, the has to be verified with the help of contemporary sources, and this information may be one-sided or a contradictory or exaggerated. Both the sides is what I have to check. The sources have to be subjected to a critical analysis. The author's impartiality and neutrality. Underline this sentence, the qualities of the author. Which are these qualities of the author? So what you have to write? Underline this sentence, the author's impartiality and neutrality. Impartiality and neutrality are very important while writing history. Which kind of what qualities authors have? Impartiality and neutrality. These two qualities have writers have these two qualities while writing the history. All of you understood, students? All of you understood these three types of sources: material sources, written sources, and oral sources. Material sources means what? Material sources means the sources which are something which inform us about history at most basic level and used as a proofs and evidence, like forts, coins, copper plates, buildings, monuments. These all are the example of material sources. Second, we learn about written sources. Written sources are the sources which are available in a written form, in any kind of language, any writing style, like Devanagari, Persian, Modi language. Third, we learn about oral sources. Oral sources means the sources that information which is passed by word of mouth. For example, folk songs, folk tales, legends, and myths. All of you understood, student, these three types of sources? Anyone have any doubt? Okay.